it's kind of a trick, because when you get to here, it's almost like I'm going to just put it in that hand. I'm going to make it work, because if I even touch anywhere near his palm, normally the response is to grab, right? So if I'm here and and then I just touch the palm, he's going to want to grab that, right? So once that grab is there, all I'm doing is coming up and over this way. That's all I'm doing. Okay? So same thing. Boom. There it is. That's your control, right there. Okay. Now, this can be a short circle. If I want to throw Kotegaeshi. Okay? Or it can be a long circle. Okay? So, long circle. So the only difference is if I'm going to cut across his body from here, I'll do that. But make sure that his body moves with it. From here, short circle, move his body, so it's harder for him to get to you, right? So if it's the long circle, okay, you want to open him up and then pull his center towards you. Okay, see the difference? Okay, so you already have this, right? So what I'm saying is the short circle, you can already just go this way as long as you're taking that shoulder that way. Right? Now, the long circle, so the long circle, right? You need to actually get him moving. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. So that's the only difference, is whether you're going to take like the short circle into a Kotegaeshi across his body, or if you're going to take that long circle and pull him around before you throw. And of course, when you finish that throw, after pulling him around, you can go sankaku and throw in, or you can step back out and draw him. Right? More like a void. So it's triangulation or void. Okay? But let's go to a second Henkawaza. So let's go to the next one. So same thing. This is munedori, right? Okay? So there should be some frontal energy, and you should be grasping at the end of it. Okay? That should be your munedori. So of course you have any of those things where you're like, oh, what is he looking at? Why is he attacking over there? He's like, oh, what? Oh, wait, over there? What do you see? What am I see? So you always have those options, right? But let's go ahead and use the Yubi gori. Now, instead of, a lot of times I like to use this one, right? Yeah. But let's go ahead and use the same side. Okay? Now, if you get the fingers, and notice I am backing off, because if I don't, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay? It's snapping. So be aware that I'm kind of blending. I'm still drawing him into the void that I created by removing myself from this space and putting him in that space. Okay, even though that doesn't seem like Aikido because we're retreating, it's really because we're trying to be nice. Slow motion, if you don't mind. I'm not going to move. So. See what happens? If I stand my ground and I take that down, his forward momentum is going to collide with his fingers, and it's probably going to pop. Luckily, I got all 4 fingers that time. Sometimes you just catch a couple, and that's even worse. Okay, so just be very careful, especially if you reach over the top and you get it something like this. Fulcrum first, principle of fulcrum first, then lever second. Okay, so fulcrum first, lever second. Now, if I go lever first, then fulcrum second, it's harder to control them. So it's always, even if I do the safest, which is around these big knuckles, fulcrum first, lever second. Okay? And you need to relax your hand. Relax your arm, okay? You don't want to push or pull. You want to relax it, okay? So there's a bunch of different things. So let's go ahead and go from Yubi Hishigi, which is finger crush. Okay? So Yubi Hishigi, and then let's go into Kokinai. So it's still a Henkawaza, right? So just be careful. Going here. I'm just going to go into this. So I'm keeping it relatively straight so I can kind of guide that shoulder first. Okay. So again, same side. Notice I do this so I protect my face. Coughing into my sleeve, right? Cough into your sleeve. Okay? Cough into your sleeve. Because if for some reason one of these is a punch, I want to still be covered. Right? You can hit my hard head, that's fine. But I want to be covered. Okay? Raise it up, straightening everything. So sequential locking all the way through the shoulder blade into the center. Okay? Now right here, you can go overhand or underhand, doesn't matter. Just be a little careful on the fingers because notice if you keep compressing as you're driving, something's going to give here too. So just use it to kind of push, but don't try to compress them together unless that's what you want. So again, this throw, I'm trying to do triangulation. So, of course, take the length of his shin out from his forward toe, and I'm placing his elbow there. Okay? That is how you're going to throw. Now, don't go straight out, because then just that happens. And of course, if you go straight down, it just roots the person. You still got to go down and out. Okay? And that's how you throw. That way. Okay? So, sorry. So used to that. Okay? But, just be very careful with this. Because if you do fulcrum first, lever second, it doesn't take much. And then we're just going to hit through here. Just taking that towards the triangulation, projecting them off so you can escape, or whatever else you need if you have security or anything else, right? So, all right. はい、どうぞ。はい、お願いします。